What's up, superstars? Back with another video. You got Superstar Rob, and you got Superstar OT. How you doing? What's up, my VV OGs?
What up, superstar? Wait, I'm doing the right way. Hey, I messed up the last time. The last time I went the complete opposite direction, but I watched the last video. You always get everybody with that, man.
The StreamYard always tricks everybody. But guys, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the Superstar fam, and hit the bell notification button to get every single video every single day. We do not miss, just like VVOG. What's your streak at right now?
Honestly, I can't say that I'm on a streak anymore, man. The last time I tried to upload, like last week, Thursday, I think it was, it kind of took forever to load or upload, and then it posted at like 2 a.m. So
we'll
give it all, but I've still been posting every single day. So I've posted like 375 videos straight now.
Wow, and we're gonna give you the mulligan on that because it happened to us once with YouTube. One time.
Yeah, dude, it is what it is. It's still
it's out of your control. Sometimes those checks take way too long.
Dude,
but yeah,
100%, man, 100%. I remember that one time that happened to you guys too. It was happening to everybody on the YouTube. So
yeah, YouTube rugged us, guys. Also, yeah, Superstar VIPs, $2.99 a month. Star Wars 98 Max Star spreadsheets, giveaways, and we want to bring as much utility as possible to the VIP membership. You can always reach out to us. Well, wrong way. It's all messed up. Hold on a second. You can always reach out to us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or go into our description below. We got Discord. We call it the Walmart of all Discords. We've got so many projects on the Discord now. And it's really just, the superstars just coming to us and saying, yo, can you add this project? I want to talk about it. We just got a request for Quid. We're not in that at all, but Superstar Bones wanted a Quid chat. So we definitely want to give it to what the community wants. And we've also rolled out the Superstar Utility Program. You can earn stars every month, and these stars will put you into a draw at the end of the month. You can earn stars by climbing a VIP. You can mint the Cryptoid with our affiliate link. You got to use the affiliate link below in the description. You can max mint or buy 5. It's up to you if you want to buy 5 at one shot or you want to add up to 5. We're going to give you the 7 stars. You can also buy a Superstar Money hat. And we're guaranteeing the Superstar Money hat, Superstar Money shirt, and up to 5 Cryptoids Qs, which are actually donated by Cryptoids themselves, and we thank them for that. So, yeah, VVOG, how are you doing today?
I'm good, my brother. How you been, Rob?
I've been pretty good. I mean, we're coming out every single day doing what we do. There's so much going on in the space. The space is heating up right now. I'm gonna pull up your YouTube channel here because I think it's really, really important that our viewers know like who you are, right? So I typed in VVOG and it brought up the OG Vault. I don't know if you have it handy there or not. But,
hey, respect to Vault, man. He is
yeah, respect. Yeah, when I typed it was funny. It brought up OG Vault, but VVOG, you got your YouTube channel. Guys, make sure you go and subscribe. He has 525 subscribers, long-time superstar here. He supported our channel for many, many, many days as he does his streaks. So we got to show the support back. Why don't you quickly just give a rundown of what your channel is for anyone who may not know you?
So my channel is basically, obviously, mainly Veve. I make daily content. I was just like anyone else in the community. I was collecting, having fun, telling all my family members, everybody around me, go look at this app. But eventually I'm like, you know what? I got to find the community. I got to get intertwined in the community. But I'm also I just want to spread positivity, man. So that's why I post like motivational content. I've thought about doing possible memberships in the future to do like live streams in the gym, live streams like motivational talks, just talking to people about their, a lot of people deal with mental health problems and stuff like that. So I know this is a fun community to be a part of, but there are some people that like leave me messages and stuff that show that, everyone has their struggles and goes through stuff. So I like to do a little bit of everything, I guess, but mainly Veve, obviously.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the greatest things maybe you can do with your reach. You have a YouTube channel, people are watching you, they're listening to your opinions. If you can make a positive impact on anybody's life, even if it's one person, it's worth every effort that goes into it, because it's a lot of effort posting every day. And and you wouldn't do it if you weren't having fun. That's the most
I love it. Honestly, the Veve community, I've made YouTube channels in the past. I've tried YouTube for a very long time, but this community is special. Everybody in it, all the Veve OGs watching, all the superstars watching, we appreciate every single one of you guys, truthfully. So it's an honor to be able to make videos for such great people, honestly.
Yeah, and I couldn't say it better myself. It truly is. I mean, the community is what makes us come and do these videos every single day, because once it's that interaction, that community environment is what makes it so special and keeps us motivated to keep going as well. So I just want to quickly bring this up. So we're gonna go over our news here. Superstar Chill Crazy actually he did a whole video on like grails, like who's the king, right? So sick. It's pretty sick. So like, what's your where do you stand on this debate of like, you know, OG Spider-Man or now we got Stan? Like, where do you stand on this?
So like right now, I feel like obviously it's going to change as more people come. It's honestly, it's going to depend on what community finds Veve, like which community blows up first to make what, you know, whichever collectible a grail. But obviously, I think it's going to be a Marvel NFT. I like the partner statue. I'm not a huge Disney like fan. I grew up with Disney a little bit, but I personally think that this Stan Lee could be one of the biggest collectibles, if not the biggest collectible to come on a Veve. It's like one of those things where you do expect it, but you don't expect it. They kind of made it look like it's kind of like toyish and kiddish, but then it grows on you and you're like, actually, this thing's sick, man. I need this full set.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Stan. I'm honestly gonna in the future when we have another bull run, that thing might do huge numbers. That secret rare specifically.
Well, the community has spoken. I mean, it probably would go down as one of the worst price prediction videos I might have done regarding Stan, because I was using comparables, not really giving it grail status.
Yeah.
But clearly the community has spoken that they believe that this is a grail. I mean, with the numbers of mints that are out there, Stan is performing extremely, extremely well.
Yeah.
So he's doing pretty well.
Put on the drop?
I did not. I tried. I couldn't get. Unfortunately, I didn't get waitlisted. How about you?
I landed on the drop. It took about 10 minutes for me to actually get my order processed through. So I was like shaking, man. I'm like, oh no.
Really?
Yeah, it was really weird. It was processing the whole time and it didn't take my gems, and then out of nowhere it just came through. I ended up landing the rare. And I the more I was looking at it, the more I was like, do I sell it? Do I keep it? I'm like, I actually like these. I actually like what they did. I feel like they put like really good effort. Every single one is like own, you know, they're all completely different. And the amount of people picking up sets of this that I'm seeing on Twitter is actually ridiculous. So like you said, the community spoken.
The community spoken. And yeah, I actually had the order processing. I did get that, but it didn't go that long. It maybe lasted 30 seconds and I got an error. So I don't know if I errored out. Or I don't know if maybe I was never owed it. Like, I don't know what happened.
Did you get chosen though?
That's the thing. I didn't get chosen. So I think I just never deserved it because I didn't get chosen, but then I could hit the buy now button still.
Oh, so I did the same thing when I went on when the drop happened. Obviously, after like it was returning, it was like coming soon in 15 minutes. As soon as it reloaded, I went for a buy now and it processed. I'm like, no way, am I about to get two of them? And then it gave me the error message. I'm like, okay, respectfully, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I know that sucks, but I hit it. I don't think I ever was supposed to even have the buy now button. I think it was a glitch that I was even able to click the buy now button because it said I didn't get the wait list, but it didn't work. So I'm like, I didn't think too much of it because I'm like, it was a glitch anyways, right?
How do you feel about the wait list?
I like the wait list. I've had no problems with the wait list. I think that Veve, remember, if it was it feels like so long ago now. I mean, it was about a year, but I really liked when there were transfers because we were able to do giveaways on the channel. It was like anywhere on YouTube, there was just giveaway. I think it was great for the community. Then they got rid of it because of the bot problem. They also had no KYC, but now we're in an age where if you do have a wait list in combination with MCP, probably not going to have a bot problem anymore because bots usually just flip. So you can maybe just control it a bit better. So real collectors are the ones getting the wait lists through the MCP program. I mean, you're seeing that right now. I'll talk about a little bit later on other platforms. It's a great way of rewarding people for actually holding their stuff. For sure. I think the wait list, though, is a more fair way because people were still cheating. Like the bots were still around. Every time he was the first guy to hit it,
Yeah, yeah. You're not gonna beat a freaking bot. You're not.
You're
It's
not you're
happened and
not being a bot. Yeah, you're not being a bot. So what do you think? You like the waitlist system?
yeah, I like it. I think it's what everyone was waiting for. I mean, I don't like how people just like immediately knock it. I see a lot of people like kind of getting mad immediately saying like I haven't won or I haven't been selected, and that's just how it is. Sometimes you might lose 5 in a row. It's picking random, you
That's
know.
right.
And obviously the MCP, all that stuff needs to be integrated, and I'm
Right.
sure it is. People will understand why the waitlist system is what it is and why it's here. So, but the transfers, man, I miss those transfers. I have a whole entire other account with like 3 or 4 amazing fantasy 15s on it that I can't even transfer to my freaking account yet. You
Oh
know?
wow, you got AF-15s on that?
Yeah, I got like 3 of them. Yeah, yeah. Because I ended up selling most of my. I mean, dude, I've flip flopped so much with my collection. It's not even funny. But now I'm back into the strictly comics, man. I just think it's the safer play, and
Yeah.
I really enjoy reading the comics. I really enjoy reading the comics.
You
So
actually read them. See, that's
yeah,
rare. That's rare because I feel like
I
most people don't read them.
them, but I've read at least like 10 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
They're
That
very interesting. It's always cool to learn about where your favorite character originated from. You know.
yeah, you get the real story because like for me, it's only from the live action films because that's what I like to watch. But
No, I feel you. I feel you.
yeah, it's a completely different environment, right? On that.
Each his own.
Um, Yeah, exactly. To each their own. So I just want to give a shout out to Laura Rodriguez here. Laura Rod. She's actually from the Board Ape Yacht Club community. She ran a Spanglish spaces for cryptoids. So I tried to tune in. I don't speak any Spanish. Picked up a few things here and there, maybe because it's similar to Italian, but other than that, I was not able to follow. But they had a few English words in there, so it kind of followed along.
Right, right.
Okay, so this was what I think the biggest news of the day. So McFarlane Toys Digital, we started tracking that project back in December. Okay, and we were right away. We were part of their first drop. We're actually part of their top 100 leaderboards right now. And the reason why we were so attracted to the McFarlane project is because we respect the fact that McFarlane has large IP already integrated into their company through their physical toys. We believe that because of they're one of the biggest toy companies in the world, they are going to have the budget for research and development, and they should be able to provide some pretty good products. On top of that, you're also going to have the largest IP in the world eventually onboarding. Now, when they first released this, we didn't have any discussion of Warner Bros. And Superman, all this stuff, but we knew that they would probably leverage those connections to then bring it to the digital side. You also had full interoperability and self-custody. Now, the self-custody argument goes both ways. We know that David he's on the side of saying, listen, we don't think you're ready, so we're going to take full custody. You will use our platform. Whereas McFarlane's has taken the complete other approach. Like, we don't want to deal with your stuff. You buy it, you can take it. If you get scammed, not our problem. We're going to make it so that it's future-proofed and it can be brought into different apps, decentralized apps. So if somebody else creates a Viviverse, for example, the Viviverse itself, we're going to give you something that could get imported into that, right? Because Viviverse is cavernous. So I have a feeling that since this is Unity compatible, that Cavernous is Unity compatible, they might be able to integrate. Just speculation, I don't know for sure. Right. So it's a very different approach than Veve, right? And they're loading up for their first drop. So the first thing that they did here was they created this image where you could collect the physical. So they're already taking the digital route, unlock the digital. So you're almost like if you buy the actual physical toy of Superman, you then get a card that's going to point you into the McFarlane digital with a coupon code, and then you can redeem that code. And then there's different ways to do it. You can redeem it to get a free NFT, or maybe you redeem it and you're going to get a digital NFT. And they're going to even integrate it in such a way that buying a physical toy can get you XP points, which is like their MCP system. So you could get MCP from physical and from digital, which is a very unique concept, I think, for these guys because of the physical toy company that that is what their core business, right? And then they got the Enter the Universe, which is like a little metaverse, but there's really no interaction there right now. What do you think about this first piece of news?
Are there like certain rarities if you buy the physical? Is it like a certain amount of rarities you're gonna get like delivered to you? It's randomized.
So I don't know about the physicals because I haven't participated in a physical drop. What I do know is that the digitals are kind of like a blind box format. You
Okay.
do have an opportunity at like a rarer version of the same NFT, if that makes sense.
You're right, right. No, I think that is super cool. I like
Yep.
that completely opposite. You need the opposite. You know what I mean? Like you don't need everybody acting the same, following the same suit and following Vivi's lead. If Vivi fails or does something wrong, all these people mimicking or trying to copy them, they're gonna fail too. So I like that they're doing their own thing. Uh, I would side with McFarlane Toys that it's our collectible. We bought it, and it's really our decision on if it gets stolen from us or not. If you know what I mean? If I go buy anything right now, physical, tangible, it's mine. So it should be the same way digital. I do understand that VV is they're collectors at heart too, and they're probably like, we don't want you guys to lose these collectibles. They are going to be very sought after and very rare in the future, and they want to make sure that nothing goes wrong. So I understand both sides, but I have to lean a little bit more with we deserve full ownership.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to push the envelope a little bit on this. I get like the thing with self custody is that sometimes even the most experienced users within the Web3 space, even they get scammed sometimes. And there's protection ways like people are going to have to adapt. Like one example is if you have a master wallet that contains all your NFTs, some people will only use when they go to a marketplace, some people will actually spend the extra gas to kind of to send the NFT they want to sell to a dummy wallet that will just contain what they want to sell, and then they connect that to the marketplace as an extra layer of security.
In case
So
stolen.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So the thing with self custody is that it's a double edged sword. In some ways, like the truth is somewhere in the middle. In some ways, David Yu's right. I think he's not wrong in saying that maybe for sure for mass adoption, probably the world's not ready. But for those people who are already in the space, they want a little bit more. And I think those entering the space, we can't underestimate all of them. I'm sure many of them would be able to figure it out. But I agree with you. I think I do favor the self custody portion of it, but I'm also very cautious that there's a lot of scams out there, and even some of the most experienced guys are going to get scammed.
Yeah, yeah.
So drop schedule will be July 20th, which is tomorrow, which is interesting because it's a special Superman. It's the 85th anniversary to San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and it's a private sale, and it's only to the current XP holders right now. And I believe that this one is for all the people, but if you're in the top 100, you can buy two. So Joe and I are in the top 100. We'll be able to buy two of those. July 20th, they have the Black Adam physical. And then July 27th, they're going to have Batman 2, that's the Todd, right? Designed by Todd McFarlane. So they're going to have a Todd. And this one, they actually collaborated with the Bat Cowl holders. So if you had a Bat Cowl, you are also allowed to waitlist with guys like me who don't have a Bat Cowl but have XP. What do you think about that?
That's really cool. I kind of makes me wonder why nobody's really doing that with Vivi. Vivi should be jumping in on this too, and everybody should be collabing and making these types of. But that's cool, man. That's actually really really cool, and it shows exactly where we're heading. It's all going to be one giant intertwined thing for it to work and actually succeed. So it's really cool to see that, and I love the back cowls. I wanted to buy one for a very long time, and they get away from me so fast, man. You have sometimes you have an hour, 2 hours max to make your decision, and I'm not going to do that sometimes. I'm like, you know what? I'll get the next one. So, but that's very cool. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, because Trevor, who actually used to work at BV, moved to McFarlane. He's been working there ever since. He has that gaming background. He's a back cowl holder himself. He's constantly in the back cowl spaces talking to all the guys there. So I can't help but to think that his involvement in the back cowl project helped coerce McFarlane to make that agreement with them. And in the end, it's all DC products, right?
Yeah.
It's DC here on McFarlane. It's DC on the back cowl. Put them together. Why not? That cross collaboration between companies, which is why Veve would be a candidate too, right? Like if another project wanted to collaborate with Veve, whatever that incentive may be, they could work out a deal. And maybe if you owed the Todd McFarlane on Veve, you could also get access here or somewhere else.
Yeah,
so
that would be really cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then here's the diagram for this where it says DC, and then it says early access for back cowl holders. So that's pretty cool. I know some guys who have absolutely no involvement in the McFarlane Digital right now, but they're gonna be now signing up to go and get this.
That's
right?
such a way they made it's so cool how they just easily just intertwined and might have doubled their fan base or their community just off doing one move. That's sick.
You know those back cowl guys are going to be going for that drop now. And then just the last thing here, they talk about their XP roadmap. So every drop, you're going to get XP. There's a Medium article on this. I talked about that yesterday. They have community events to talk about going to the San Diego Comic-Con, physical giveaways. There's this season, I guess August, the season's going to end. So I think they want to make sure that, like, let's say you have a lot of XP, but you sell everything. So you're going to have, like, that season will reset. There'll be a lifetime XP and a seasonal XP. So it's like MCP points where every quarter it resets. So if you sold everything, you're not going to accrue that quarter, and then you're not going to be able to get access to the utility.
Oh, I like that.
So that's so it rewards holders, right?
Yeah.
So that was a lot of content, okay, for this. I mean, like, they just keep going, right? Yeah. Then they have this whole video here. This is actually what tomorrow's drop is. It's this. I can hear the music on my end, but this is the Superman here. So they pride themselves on high quality. So that's all pretty cool. People are very excited about it. I want to get into the main video topic. I'm just going to quickly say a couple things. Yeah. I was on the Cryptoid stream today. It's around 7 Eastern. So you want to go check it out. Support the Cryptoid project. So we did unboxings. We were opening some stuff. Their thing is the whole unboxing experience, the animations from that. Yeah, shout out Duck and Cover, who had some juju. He got the Stan Lee on the drop.
Nice. He landed the secret rare?
He landed the secret rare. That's right. So lucky him, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the news today was the inspiration for today's video because like, there was just so much news on the McFarlane side, and I just see so much chatter on Twitter, especially from the Veve fan. Yeah. And we know that you are a Veve OG. We are all Veve OGs now, right? So just from your perspective as an individual who currently is on Veve and on no other projects, like, what are you seeing right now? Are you attracted now? And are you getting curious about dipping your feet into other projects? And do you feel like at all like this would be, I don't know, like, would it hurt Veve because you're doing that? Like, what are your thoughts?
I think that, I mean, I've always had, like, in my videos, they're always titled Veve. They're always obviously catered to Veve. Veve is what brought me into this entire space, and it brought a different type of joy to my life collecting. I never thought that I would feel that way towards collecting again, So I think that it's a nostalgic feeling that Veve gave me that keeps me always with the Veve team. But at the same time, I'll always shout out to other projects that are doing their thing. Like I said, I wanted to buy a back cowl for a very long time. I wanted to join that community, and the comments spill into my videos to tell me to go and do that. There are people that are telling me all the time, don't be only in Veve because you're going to regret it. There are a bunch of other great projects out there. So I think if I did, I would never talk about it in my videos. I'm always going to be strictly Veve, and I'm going to stick strictly Veve, but that doesn't mean that I'm not investing in other projects. I probably will be in the future, but right now I am only in Veve. Actually, I'm in Hero as well. When Hero first came out, I was actually on vacation in Florida, and I believe it was Andrew Ellis was making a video about it.
Oh yeah, Andrew Ellis, yeah.
And I was like,
I haven't seen him around in a while.
No, yeah, I liked his video. His content was really good. Hopefully he comes back.
Yeah.
But, yeah, when he posted about that, I was like, this is interesting. And I remember I bought like 3 or 4 packs of that, and it went up to like $900. I was like, whoa. But I never, I ended up opening them, keeping them. And I think the Hero is awesome. I think all those other NFT projects out there are really cool. And like I said, they all need to be here for everything to work and be successful the way we want it to be. So
yeah.
I will be. I will 100% be looking into other projects to get into. I do like the cryptoys as well. I do. I was a huge fan of Funko Pops, so uh, there's no way I won't be a fan of those. Yeah, exactly. I got my Biggie Smalls one behind me right
Oh, nice. Oh,
now.
that's sick.
Yeah, I love them, man. But yeah, I think that my YouTube will always stay with Veve. I mean, I'm almost 400 videos in, all only Veve, so I have to stick with my guns. But I love seeing that you guys are with Cryptoys and other companies and stuff, because I see it. I see why you are making these moves and helping not just Veve's community, but every community that will succeed and has a bright future ahead of them, and a good team and all that, a great community, etc. So
Yeah, we've always been attracted to big IP, right? So that's kind of how, like, there's a lot more projects than the ones that we strictly track.
right.
And really the first one that we tracked after Veve, because we were only in Veve until like November.
Yeah.
When we heard about McFarlane, it fit what we like, right? Like, we like projects that have access to large IP, some of the biggest IP in the world. Even if they don't have it yet, we kind of feel like they could get it, and therefore we track them. With McFarlane, it was almost like it was a bit obvious to us that they would be coming out with big partnerships because of their current history.
Right.
So that was really the first one that we said, okay, the space was really dominated. I feel like Veve had a bit of a monopoly in the digital collectible space. Once McFarlane came out, they didn't do much with it, right? So there many, almost a half a year went by. We did a couple of drops. We still got involved. We wanted to be on the leaderboard because we had a feeling that they would have a commitment to that, right?
Yeah.
And sure enough, they did come out now with Supermans and Batmans, and we're gonna have the Batmobile and whatnot. We got into SoRare because we love fantasy hockey. Right? We just follow what we love, right? Like, we love fantasy hockey. Joe and I are in a league. We play every single year. So where it was you literally buy an NFT that gets you points so that you could play in a fantasy league. Had a pretty good finish. Out of like 15,000 people, we finished 300 last time, but that doesn't happen every week. Okay, that was just a good week.
For the NHL.
I wish they had NHL, because NHL are actually our main sport that we know the most about. We are doing SoRare MLB, just MLB.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So, and that's like, you learn from these projects, right? Like, with SoRare, the more rare your card, so it's the same player, but the more rare the card is, like a secret rare, the more point bonuses it'll get you.
Okay.
So that brings utility to these cards. And then Cryptoys was, once they got the Disney partnership, right away we understood, we learned, right? Like, okay, how did these guys get Disney?
Yeah.
Like, that's a big feat. And then we learned that, like, Mattel basically owns them. So
Right.
it's like a company that is literally owned by Mattel. So no wonder why they got Disney, because Mattel already has deals with Disney. So I see what you're saying though about how like we've naturally just branched to where the IP goes, if that makes sense. That's just how it worked out with us.
Yeah.
And that's why when we talked earlier today, I wanted to ask you, because I'm just curious to know your thoughts on these projects. So, because there's another thing. The problem is, I'm in all these projects. I only got so much funding. Okay. Okay. You can only pick and choose so much, so we go slow. You gotta buy. You just can't ape in to just one thing. Like, you gotta go slow. You gotta chip away at it here and there. So, you know what I mean, right? There's too many. Right?
Man. As soon as you buy one, it's like a gambling addiction. You just keep going until you land that secret rare, or that rarest one. But yeah, 100%. If I'm gonna get into the cryptoys or stuff like that, I'm not gonna over leverage and be way too far deep to the point where I can't enjoy the product now, because I'm expecting that. Again, this happened with Veve. Like, everybody expects like them to be perfect now because of certain moves they made, certain things they've said, and yeah, I don't want that to happen for any other NFT project.
Well, this is the thing, though. You look at all these different NFT projects, and it's like almost like there's a scale, and they're at different spots in their scale for different things. And I think Veve at this point has proven that they're the king of IP. Right now, there's really no competitor that can touch them on the amount of IP that they've brought to our communities, right? So the Veve fan right now is spoiled with the amount of IP that David, you, and co have been able to secure deals with, and actually provide us with some of the first NFTs that are ever going to be on the blockchain. they're immutable X, they're layer 2, polygons 1 layer 2. So like all that stuff, like Veve currently, they run the show on that. Other projects though may be behind on IP, but they might be further along somewhere else. And it's just like I don't think there's one best project. I really started thinking that there's not one best project. They're all kind of good in different ways, and it's still so early that there's really no way to know what's going to happen even a year from now 100%. And where these projects are going to be, right?
I feel like some people would get so mad at you for saying we're early. Some people feel like we're so far in, and I'm like, dude, no, this is still infant stages. Like, this is so early in. People I talk to about NFTs laugh at me. So it's like, no, we're just way too early right now to be like expecting. Like, I saw somebody getting upset over, the Waitlist having a little bit of a problem on Veve, and it is what it is, man. They're gonna have these ups and downs throughout the road. You're here sticking through it for a reason, So, but one thing like I notice is, do you think there will ever be like, and I think obviously there will be, but what company do you think will gain as much of a YouTube community as Veve has?
Yeah, that's a really good point. Okay, so I'm speculating that the next wave of individuals, the next bull run, all projects will benefit from a new user base, but I don't think it'll be equal proportion. So if there's 1,000 people, for example, that enter one day, I don't think that like of all the projects in the space, they all equally will get the 1,000 people. I think people will pick and choose. And I feel like the hardcore people, the ones like us who are already in the space, we understood the AR, we understood the vision of Veve, for example. And really there wasn't much options for us. Veve was the key thing because we wanted to get that premium licensed IP. I feel like the next wave is going to find premium licensed IP now in multiple projects. So they're going to go to the next tier. Say, okay, they all have Batman, but this guy has maybe a little bit more utility with his Batman than that guy. And I think that, and I know not everyone agrees with me because I get slack in the comments sometimes when I say this, but I do feel that projects with more utility will disproportionately get more of the new wave of users than ones with less utility. So it's kind of a rat race right now on these projects all providing as much utility as possible. When we speak about Veve, the Veveverse would be a great way of doing that. Owning collectibles, token gating, for example, would be a great way of doing that. So if you own, let's say, the Infinity Gauntlet, you're going to get access to a certain part of the Veveverse, and who knows what they can do with that from that point onwards. Like, there's ways to bring utility in every project. I feel like the ones that roll that out the quickest will therefore benefit whenever this unknown next bull run comes. Vision Pro's in January.
Yeah.
Could be a catalyst. People start, it's very expensive. I don't think your average Joe, as I like to say.
How much is it?
It's like $3,000 US.
Wow.
It's a very expensive product. So I don't feel like the masses are going to get it, but it might start introducing new people into the space, and then they're going to want these collectibles. Like, people are going to want to interact with them. Disney's partnered with them. So if Disney's partnered with Vision Pro, then Cryptoys now is partnered with Disney. Veve's now partnered with Disney. So maybe there's a connection there to that Vision Pro and some default apps that might be recommended by Apple. I don't know. It's still too early to tell. I don't know if you have any further thoughts on that.
It was what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Well, related to the idea of new users coming to the space, and are they gonna all equally spread out?
With that, if Veve, right now there's not crazy amounts of utility anywhere compared to where it's going to be in the future. So like you said, anybody that's rolling out utility as soon as possible is going to get the first, I feel the first initial wave of people because of that reason, especially if there's a Todd here and there's also a Todd with the McFarlane toys. They're going to go with the one I'd imagine with utility over scarcity. If I can get more out of this, why would I not go with that? But I think down the line, the projects with the best ideas utility wise and obviously offer the most are going to be the ones that garner a lot more attention, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And actually, that's why I got slack in the comments. There are definitely people who are on the fence that actually scarcity trumps utility. They believe that if there's an item with 500 Batmans, they want that one, even if that Batman lets you play a game. So like there's different people on the fence. I just feel like the masses will favor utility, right? Over scarcity.
Scarcity is going to attract whales, big people with a lot of money, because they're going to be so expensive. You can go get something with utility, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, I mean, it will obviously be pricey because of what it offers, but I feel like scarcity has always been like garnered or like catered towards whales, people with a lot of money, people, you know,
Yeah.
really unique one of ones or one of 100s type of stuff.
Exactly. And it's a balancing act. They're both probably going to do well, right? At the end, they're both going to do well. Just because maybe less care about scarcity than utility, that doesn't mean that the scarcity one won't do extremely well, the scarcity collectible.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty cool topic. We want to know what you guys think. Okay. So we've chatted a lot right now about other projects. We chatted a lot about, the future wave of people in the next bull run. We chatted about what you guys saw today about the daily news with McFarlane. Like, where do you guys stand on this? Are you only in one project? Are you interested in joining other projects? Are you happy with staying in your one project? We want to hear from you. And another thing, guys, you got to make sure, okay, in proper superstar fashion, though, you got to follow VVOG. Okay, VVOG, he's at 525 subs. In my mind, we can help him. I know we can help him. All right, we got to go over there. We got to sub to his channel. See, if you want, drop a comment. Let him know the superstar sent you. You got to give him some support. He supports everybody in this community. I know he supported us for a long time. So please, please, please make sure you jump over there and you give him support, because we all got to support each other, right? Just like the projects.
All day. And I appreciate you saying that and bringing me on. It's been a while. I really don't collab with a lot of YouTubers. I need to. I'm just, not that I'm like antisocial, but I don't really, I make the videos for fun, and honestly I never expected people to want to collab and do videos with me, so it is something that I need to start doing more, and we're going to keep pumping out the daily content because Veve's got plenty to talk about every single day.
Yeah, and the nice thing about just bouncing ideas off of each other, I've always liked that format, right? With two guys, you can just bounce ideas. Joe and I have bounced ideas off each other, so it's something that I've always liked. So guys, definitely give them a follow. And if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash subscribe button, join the superstar family, hit the bell notification button to get every single video, every single day. We do not miss, just like VVOG, and also Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month, star beside your name, Axe Star spreadsheets, giveaways, you name it, Superstar Utility Program. If you do want to get additional utility, you could become a VIP. You can mint a crypto with our affiliate link in the description below. You can max mint or buy 5 with our affiliate link below, or you can buy a Superstar Money hat. But make sure you got to let me know in the Discord. So make sure you join the Discord and you let me know, and you might get either a Superstar Money hat, Superstar Money shirt, or up to 5 Cryptoids cubes. Thank you, VVOG, for joining, guys. Thank you so much, and for all your support. Take